Hey, good afternoon, Internet. Mark Arena here from Massachusetts, your UXO ambassador, right? UXO, veteran-owned, veteran-operated nutritional supplement company right here in the United States. So I wanted to just start off just saying, I hope everybody had a nice weekend and hope you enjoyed your holidays last week and had a piss of time. So, thank you again for supporting me, supporting UXO and the veteran organizations that UXO helps support. And thank you for some new sales. I've had an opportunity to talk to people, not just on the internet, but face to face in the gym and some other places, which is kind of weird sometimes. But nevertheless, I've done it, and it seems to be pretty well received, I think. Frankly, a lot of the people that I know, have brand loyalty. So, myself included. So, I'm trying to convince people to try UXO, and a lot of the times it's working. So, anyway, what I really want to talk today about is Flagship Pre-Workout, right? This is Send It. You've heard me talk about this before. You saw me launch the Blue Hawaiian, which I got to tell you, that sold out wicked fast. And this is the game changer. This is a game changer for pre-workouts out there, and I'm going to talk to you about that today. And we're going to do a little brand comparison. And I'm not, I don't want to talk ill about anybody else's product, because that's not cool. So we're not going to do that. But anyway, we are going to talk about Send It, and I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to push it up here. You really can't see it, but you can see UXO there. So, because there's a lot of ingredients, and people ask me, Mac, I look at this ingredient list. Look at that. You read it? And yeah, it's got a lot of piss of stuff in it, but I don't know what any of this stuff is. Can you explain it to me? Yeah, sometimes I can, and sometimes it's a little difficult to describe it. And I'll tell you why. You know why? Because even though I'm not a biologist, I am trained as a scientist, and I go into a lot of detail about some of the ingredients. So my eyes are kind of like doing this thing because I don't have my glasses on, and I really don't even know where to look on this camera because I'm using my iPhone. But anyway, so I'm going to be looking at my paper now and then because if you know me, I'm not a bullshit artist, so I'm not going to be making up shit. So anyway, so we're going to talk about Send It, and we're going to talk about why it's really a good pre-workout. And I can tell you that I use it and pumps for days, right? Listen, you see my videos, even when I haven't used any pre-workout, they've been all over the place on all kinds of platforms. And, let's not lie. Pumps for days, okay? Look at that. If I had music, there'd be like the Macarena playing in the background or something. So anyway, so it is. It's really pumps for days. I'm going to tell you why. All right, so we're going to discuss some of that. So one of the main ingredients in here is Lcitrulline. And Lcitrulline is an amino acid, and there's 6 grams of Lcitrulline in every serving of Send It. And what this does is helps increase nitric oxide production in our body. Now we can produce our own. We get some from some of like our dietary, when our dietary needs are met, we can develop that. And if you're familiar with things, see, here I go, I'm going to start talking like, if you're familiar with cardiac disease or vascular disease, often enough there's a problem with nitric oxide production and utilization. And so this is going to cause vasodilation. Vessels are going to open up, greater blood flow, greater pump. You remember all the stuff Arnold used to say the pump was like? I'm not going to say what the pump was like because Arnold had a dirty mouth and I don't have a dirty mouth, so I'm not going to say it. But anyway, if you're making your vascular system healthier by taking L-citrulline, my hands are cold, I'm sorry, but I don't know why I just did that. But it goes to say that it's also going to help with with cardiac circulation. So if you remember in some of my earlier videos when we talked about erectile dysfunction and things like that, if you have good blood vessels in your biceps, right, and you got good blood flow, here, you want to see that again? Good blood flow, then you have good blood flow pretty much everywhere in your body. When erectile dysfunction is related to vascular problems, it's not just, in erectile tissue. It's also actually, an important marker for like coronary artery disease. So greater pumps, greater libido actually with Lcitrulline. It's a no-brainer. Beta alanine. So we have 3.2 grams of beta alanine, and I will tell you it's a good amount of beta alanine. It's more than some other products. Beta alanine is also an amino acid. It's not essential. These are non-essential amino acids that I'm talking about. We're talking about with beta alanine, an increase in your athletic capacity, likely increase in muscle mass, and improvement in physical functioning. So I saw an article the other day that was cited under the National Library of Medicine, and it talked about using beta alanine in people with degenerative conditions, including elderly persons, and doses of beta alanine, larger doses than 3.2, but doses helped increase physical functioning and physical capacity. So that's a no-brainer. That's a winner. So whether you're 20 or you're 90, so beta alanine. People ask me all the time, Mark, what is nitrosogene? What the hell is that? Is that a made-up word? I don't know if it's a made-up word, but I think they made it up. So it's a patented formula, I can tell you that. And I don't know who makes the patent, but the total component is 1.5 grams, and it's essentially it's like a bonded. Remember inositol? It's like bonded inositol arginine. So arginine is an essential amino acid, and arginine does a lot of things. Arginine helps increase and control growth hormone levels. It helps increase protein synthesis. It helps increase your body's strength and functional capacity, as well as keeping and maintaining muscle mass. So the other nice thing about that is arginine itself is also a vasodilator. So you get all those groovy things that I just mentioned and pumps for days. So this is what we're talking about. These are key patented ingredients that are so pure that you just can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong. And I'm going to backtrack just for a minute, and I hate that. What's that chick say? Let's circle back. So I'm going to circle back. Our Lcitrulline is actually pure citrulline, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes and what that means and why this is better for you to take than another type of citrulline. So that's that. L-taurine. Taurine is in here. L-taurine is, we have a gram of that. L-taurine, again, is a non-essential amino acid, but it is very important for performance enhancement. So as far as boosting your own physical performance, your performance in the gym, and increased power and power output. So increased power, increased strength often leads to increased muscle mass, particularly with increase in protein synthesis. This is very important for natties as well as for people who are on juice, because if you're on juice, you don't really have a problem with protein synthesis. You're like synthesizing protein and repairing muscle tissue all the time. When you're not, and you're relying on your own levels of testosterone and growth hormone, you're not in that capacity. So these supplements help you stay in that state to help you synthesize improved total proteins, leading to greater muscle mass, and having your muscles work better. Caffeine and anhydrous is in tons of pre-workouts. We have 270 milligrams, 275 milligrams, sorry. 275, it's tough when you're going live, right? When you have 275 milligrams, the research that our pharmaceutical folks have seen is that that's like the cutoff line before it leads to some vasoconstriction. So if you want that energy, which is pretty clean and it's not overstimulating without any vasoconstriction and is still allowing you to maintain vasodilation, then that's what you're looking for. Okay? NeuroFactor. So it says NeuroFactor right on here. It's like, what is that? This is NeuroFactor, 100 milligrams. So NeuroFactor is, again, a patented ingredient that is made out of coffee bean fruit. Okay, so like sort of the green coffee bean. So it's not the roasted coffee bean, it's an organic fruit. And this is also a patented formula. And that extract essentially works its magic on your brain and is a nootropic. And if you don't know what a nootropic is, it helps you with laser focus and the ability to concentrate and the ability of your brain to work more efficiently. So why is this important? This is very important in the gym because this helps you with your mind and muscle connection. There is a lot to it. It's not just hoisting weights and trying to eat good and taking your shirt off on the beach and lifting trees out of the ground and all that stuff. You got to concentrate. You got to know what you're doing. So I can attest to that. You get in the gym when you take Send It, and next thing you know, your workout is either done or you keep working out because you have this increased ability to maintain your focus on your workout. You're not getting distracted by that dude over there, that chick over there, or those other two chicks over there, and your iPhone and your text messages. So the other nice thing about the magical whole coffee fruit extract is that it's said to be neuroprotective. So why is that important? Well, that's important when we're in our 20s and maybe we're still in college or 30s and beginning our career and we're working really hard and we need to focus and stay in on point on the task at hand. But as we get older, into our 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th decades, we need as many brain protective factors as possible, right? So this is what's going to help with that. And I'm looking at my paper because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So focus, memory, neuroprotective, helps prevent neurodegeneration, laser focus in the gym. It's a win-win. So theobromine, we have theobromine in here. We have 100 milligrams. Theobromine is a vasodilator, pumps for days. The last patented ingredient here is called S7, okay? And S7 is a patented formula that has 7 ingredients in it. They don't all begin with S, but I'm not going to name all of them for you, but it's a patented formula. It's plant-based, and this 7 combination of magical plant material is said to increase your own nitric oxide by 200%. 200%. And then you ask me how I get pumps for days. 200%. It's greater than 100%. It's 200%. Greater blood flow. If you get greater blood flow, you get greater nutrients and oxygen and sugar and all these things to your muscles. And these are the things that are really important. So actually, I'm wrong. The last patented ingredient here is estrogen, and estrogen is a form of ginseng, and that's patented, and this is going to help promote lean muscle mass. So that's all the ingredients that are in Send It, and this flavor is tiger's blood. Tiger's blood, okay? So you can't go wrong with that. We've been at this for 14 minutes, and I really don't want to go a whole lot longer. So what I want to tell you is that I compared Send It in a trial with Bucked Up. And I'm not here to tell you that Bucked Up is a bad pre-workout, because it's not. It's not a bad pre-workout. It's actually a pretty good pre-workout. It's not as good as Send It. Get the buck out of here. Okay, it's a bad joke, and I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for any of this. But anyway, so I got a buddy of mine that is on the Instagram also, and he, like me, is pretty awesome most of the time, and he is an ambassador for this company. And I'm not going to mention his name. This has nothing to do with him or really with Bucked Up. This is just a comparison. So there's a lot of the same ingredients in Send It and in Bucked Up. Okay, so like estrogen, caffeine anhydrous. Yeah, and that's actually, I think, it. And taurine. It has 100 milligrams of taurine. We have 1,000 milligrams. Estrogen, it's about the same. And caffeine's about the same. Beta alanine, they have 2,000 milligrams. We have 3.2 grams. Okay, so the things that I do like about this, this is blood raz. It does not taste as good as tiger's blood. It's just an opinion. It neither tastes like blood or like raz. And, I feel like I was lied to. But, it is manufactured in the USA company, so that's good. It's got the GMP mark, so that's good. So there's probably no drugs in here. The thing that I didn't like about this is, despite the fact that it doesn't have really a lot of caffeine in it, when I tried this, I did feel, not palpitations, I don't get palpitations, but I did feel like I was on a pre-workout and then I came off of a pre-workout. So with Send It, I don't feel like I'm jittery and amped up, okay, because this is a moderate stim, right? We talked about that. With Bucked Up, I didn't feel that way either, but I did feel stimmed, and then I felt like I was crashing from the stim. So I didn't particularly care for that. And then, I wanted to talk about the types of citrulline. So citrulline malate is the citrulline that they use in here, and they have 6,000 milligrams of that. And that's 6 grams. So, we have the same amount as far as dose, but we have pure L-citrulline, and this is not a pure form of citrulline. Is pure better? Yeah. Is this horrible? No. But it's not the same, and I don't believe that it's really all that comparable. So, and I'm not just saying that because I've used this product and I've used it before. I actually used it before I used Send It, and again, it's okay. It's not Send It. So look at it. Here's Bucked Up, and there's Send It. Send It is the winner. And so who's Bucked Up good for? This is good for everybody, all right? This is good for the 22-year-old, maybe a natty lifter in college who, hangs out with his bros on International Chest Day on Monday and just hangs around on the bench and wants to get amped up by dry scooping like 2 scoops of this. So, but that's it. I don't really have anything negative to say about that. So, but I only have positive things to say about Send It. So if you like Bucked Up and you use this stuff, try Send It, and let us know what you think between the two products. I think you'll think this is the superior product. All right. So it's funny. I can't see anything without my glasses, but I don't particularly care how I look in my glasses. So I'm always like wanting to take them off, but I'm not. So because I can't read anything. This is coffee. So I got 3 questions that came in, and then we're going to be done. So the first question came off of Instagram, and this is from Ahmed Jad Ali. And he actually is from Jordan and asked, can you really have pumps for days? Really? Come on. Yeah. Pumps for days. I mean, look at this is pumps for days. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I just told you a gazillion reasons why Send It will give you pumps for days. All right. You got to work out to get pumps for days, but yeah. And as far as I know, we don't do international shipping. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think we ship to Jordan. So if you come to the United States and want to buy some Send It, then we'll be happy to send you some. Thank you. I got a question here from TikTok from a guy who calls himself James Gaines. That's his TikTok handle. It's James _Gaines with a Z. That's piss off. It says, Mark, where can I buy more creatine? James Gaines, I gotta tell you, kid, on virtually every pump that I talk about UXO, it says click my link. Now, I'm not saying you didn't pay attention to that, and I'm not saying it's not clear, but I don't know where you're going with this. So creatine's wicked hard to get, and the prices are going up. We have some, so we still have some in stock. And if you use creatine and you want some creatine, my link is in the bio. You know my coupon code. Go there and you can buy it. So that's it, James Gaines. I'm actually going to go to your page and I want to see what your gains are like. So that's that. And then I got a question from Facebook from Daniel Donovan, who's from Boston, that says, Mark, I have trouble losing weight and keeping weight off. What am I doing wrong? Daniel, that's all the information you gave me. So I don't even know what you're doing right. You might not be doing anything right, or maybe you're not doing anything wrong. I don't know. So I don't even know how old you are. If you're in your 20s, it's going to be a lot easier for you to lose weight, just in general, because you're in your 20s. But if you're like me and you're in your 50s, then it's going to get wicked hard. For a lot of reasons, and go back to my other videos if you want to know all those other reasons. But I don't know what the context is, Daniel. So I'm going to tell you this: I'm not going to give out. I don't body shame people, but I don't think coddling is the way to go either. If the true reality is if you have a weight problem, whether you discuss it with your physician or with a therapist or with a trainer to help you reach your goals if you can't reach them yourself. Because sometimes it's really hard for a lot of people. So, I don't want to make light of that. So, I'm not a certified trainer anymore. So, I don't really do officially any program design, but I'm going to tell you that if you worked out hard and you're in a calorie deficit and you're eating enough to meet your energy requirements for your workout, I imagine you're going to lose weight. The likelihood that you have some sort of endocrine problem that's causing you to hold on to your weight is probably not very likely. That does happen, but that's pretty rare. So I don't know, Daniel, if you want to message me back and give me some details, I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And listen, I don't want to just push supplements on you and say, hey, take a fat burner or take, Alpha Plus. I'm not going to do that to you because I don't know what your needs are. So that's all I have. This video is 24 minutes long. I apologize, but I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed it. Like it, share it. Give me some comments, give me some feedback. I welcome it all, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot. So that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good time. Bye.